The biggest mistake that I've ever seen when somebody makes their new diet plan is they step on the scale, look at how much they weigh, and they use that number to determine their basic caloric needs, okay? How many calories you need to exist without gaining or losing weight. The thing is this, you have two guys, okay? They both weigh 300 pounds. One of them is a bodybuilder with like sub 10% body fat. The other is a 300-pound guy who is 150 pounds overweight. Now, the bodybuilder is a 300-pound guy who's almost purely muscle and lean mass with a little bit of fat, but he's basically 300 pounds of pure muscle. The other guy is 150 pounds of lean muscle with 150 pounds of fat on him. Now tell me this, do you think that these guys both need the same amount of calories to survive upon without gaining or losing weight just because they both weigh 300 pounds? It's not true, okay? You need to use your lean body weight, okay? I'll give you an example. When I cut down to make this anaerobics program, okay, it was the first time I got cut recently. I came up with a new program, a new diet, a new way to figure out how to get myself in shape. And the first thing I did is I was thinking I was over 200 pounds and I was flabby. Okay, when was the last time that I was in shape? Well, I got myself into a martial arts competition, was a couple years before, and I weighed 167 pounds, okay? To make weight, I had to weigh 67 pounds. So I figured I hadn't really gained much muscle since then, so I was basically, you know, the same lean mass as I was then. Okay, obviously if you're coming out of a bulking phase, the last time you were lean, you know, you hopefully gained some muscle, but I was basically the same person. So I was like, well, let's just figure this out. You know, 167 pounds cutting down for the competition, let's say 170, 175 pounds was my lean body weight, okay? So instead of calculating my macronutrients, my calories and everything by saying, you know, I weigh 200 and so odd pounds right now, I calculated my macros and everything for the 170 to 175 pounds of lean mass that I assumed I had. And like I said, you do not have to do this 100% scientifically. You know, you don't have to have your body fat measured. I'll probably put a video about body fat measurements. Suffice to say, I don't trust them because a lot of times, you know, the same person will use the same method 3 times in a row and come up with 3 different numbers. You know, no matter how scientific you get. The bottom line is, you know, just think to yourself, like, you know the last time you were in shape, and basically use that. Unless you've been doing massive strength training, okay, and you know you put on a lot of muscle. But other than that, a woman could be like, well, the last time I fit into a size so-and-so bikini or size so-and-so jeans, I weighed that much. Use that for her weight when calculating her caloric intake, okay? A guy who hasn't really done any strength training since high school, well, when I was in high school, I had a so-and-so inch waist, and I weighed so-and-so pounds. Use that, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. And, you know, calories, that's just kind of a weird thing anyway, you know, depending upon what kinds of foods you eat, like the composition of, you know, ratios between macronutrients, the type of training you're doing, you know, you are going to have to adjust this anyway. We're just trying to get a baseline, but I'm telling you, the baseline caloric intake that you are going to get is going to be much, much better out of the gate, much more accurate if you use some kind of a lean body weight instead of just jumping on the scale and using whatever body weight, you know, the scale tells you have right now, including the fat.